When you've invested a lot of time, effort, and energy into something, walking away isn't an option. But for some people, quitting is easy because they haven't put much into it. They haven't worked hard enough, so they can turn their backs on it without a second thought. But there are things in my life that I can't just give up on because I've poured too much of myself into them. I've put in too many hours, too much sweat, and too much sacrifice to just walk away. Sweat equity. That means putting in the hard work, the kind that makes it hard to quit. When you've invested a lot of time, effort, and energy into something, walking away isn't an option. But for some people, quitting is easy because they haven't put much into it. They haven't worked hard enough, so they can turn their backs on it without a second thought. But there are things in my life that I can't just give up on because I've poured too much of myself into them. I've put in too many hours, too much sweat, and too much sacrifice to just walk away. For some of you, it's easy to give up on things because they don't hold much value for you. But if this company, this project, or this opportunity really meant something to you, quitting wouldn't even be on your mind. You wouldn't give up, and you wouldn't back down. That's what character is all about. You grow through what you go through, and the real question is, are you willing to go through it? Are you ready to face the tough times and keep pushing forward? Sometimes, everything feels like it's going wrong. You're down, frustrated, and tired of all the setbacks. You keep waiting for something to go right, and when it finally does, you'll appreciate it so much more because of everything you went through to get there. Yes, you're crying and hurting, but at the end of the pain, I don't want to hear a sad story. I don't need excuses. What I need is for you to get something out of it. Get a reward for all the tears, the sacrifices, the things you gave up on the way. You've already sacrificed so much. You've skipped parties, given up on sports, and let go of a lot of things. So why quit now? Why give up when you're so close? If you were going to quit, you should have done it before you even started. But now you've come too far. You've invested too much time, energy, and effort to turn back. So instead of quitting, use your pain. Let it fuel you. Let it push you to the next level. Let it drive you to greatness. When you leave here, I just need you to keep moving forward. Stop overthinking. Stop analyzing every little thing. You're spending too much time talking yourself out of it. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. I tried before, and it didn't work. Enough of that. I just need you to make up your mind that the only way you lose is if you quit. So keep going. Keep pushing. Out in the real world, things aren't going to be easy. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to need heart. You've got to toughen up. Yes, things can be fixed, and you can fix them, but not if you're wasting time pointing fingers and complaining. The weather changes every day, and you don't complain about that, do you? So when you're out there, it's kill or be killed. We're not playing games anymore. No more taking prisoners. When you're out there, you've got to go get what's yours, because if you don't, someone else will, and they won't give it to you. So you've got to go out there and take what belongs to you. Nobody's going to hand you your personal freedom. If you want it, you've got to go get it. You've got to earn it. That test you're facing might not go away. That pain might not disappear. That fight might not end anytime soon. But you're a warrior. It's time to stand your ground, not back down, not give up, not give in. You're a warrior, and it's time to fight. When you're going through tough times, the best thing you can do is face them head on. The worst thing you can do is panic. If you've ever watched an eagle, you'll notice that it flies best when there are storms and strong winds. That's because it doesn't have to flap its wings as much. It uses the wind from the storm to rise higher. So no matter what trials and tribulations you're facing, use them to elevate yourself. Rise above the storm. Don't worry about your haters. They're like pigeons. Pigeons can only fly so high. You don't have to concern yourself with people, circumstances, or situations that are beneath you. Just keep flying higher until you're at an altitude where they can't reach you. You're the one in control. not that little voice in your head that fills you with doubts and negativity. The successful you is in control. You've got to keep reminding yourself of that every time doubt creeps in, every time you start to feel insecure, every time you start to feel like you're not good enough. Stop being a victim. Stop letting life push you around. It's time to start fighting back. The moment you tell yourself that you're in control, that you're the one calling the shots, is the moment you can start changing your life. It all begins when you take responsibility and say to yourself, I can make this life whatever I want it to be, and no one else is going to shape my destiny but me. You've got to stare down all those challenges, all that adversity, and say, you can't beat me. I'm too strong. Many people start, but only a few finish. But those who finish are the ones who keep going despite the pain, despite the struggle. They push through. And once they break through that wall, it's no longer a question of whether they'll make it. It's already done. When you stop worrying, when you start trusting yourself, when you get still and know that you deserve this, that it's your calling, it's done. When you stop caring about what others think, when you no longer seek their approval, it's done. It's done when you say, whatever price I have to pay, I'll pay it. It's done when the pressure inside you is greater than the pressure outside of you. You've just finished listening to the show. To view other episodes, please click on the playlist icon currently displayed on the screen. Thank you.